Hi everybody, I'm going to show you how I create thumbnails, and I do this in PicMonkey. It's free, and I go to PicMonkey and then I click edit a photo, and then the PicMonkey will come up, the application, and this isn't a download or anything, and it's free. There is a paid version, but I only use the free version. And once PicMonkey comes up, you're going to see this picture, and then I click resize because it has to be a certain size for a YouTube thumbnail. And then I go and I click the aspect ratio button. I turn that off, and then the first number is 1280 1280, and then the second number I change to 720, and then I click apply. And now I want a different color, so I'm going to pick a canvas color, and I click that, and I'm going to click any color I want. There's all sorts of colors, and then I click apply. And now I'm going to, there's other things too, but I'm just showing you the basics. And then once you get to know this, you can click on the other buttons and see what they are. And now I'm going to click that butterfly, and that's an overlay. And that's going to bring you to the overlays. And they have ones already in there, and some of them are free, some of them you have to pay for. But right now I'm going to go to Google because I want a question mark. So I'm going to click on Google, and then I'm going to type in a question mark image. And I want a transparent image because I don't want the white box around it. And I'm just going to search for that. And then once they come up, I'm going to click images up there at the top so I can see all of them. And I'm going to I'm going to go to tools, and then on color I'm going to click transparent, and that's supposed to bring up all the transparent photos, but it never does. But see, I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to save that to my save picture as, and I just put it on my desktop. So I'm just going to click save picture as, and it goes to my desktop because that's where I want it. And I'm going to change the name to question so I don't have to search for it. And then I'm going to click OK or open, and then it goes to my desktop. And this is the one I'm going to show you. See, it's supposed to be transparent, so I click that little butterfly, and I'm in my overlays, and then I'm going to click add your own, and then from my computer, and then it's on the desktop, and there's that question mark. So I open it, and see, it's not going to be just the question mark. It's got a white box around it, and I don't want that. I want a transparent one. And I'm going to go to this question mark, and I'm going to put save picture as, and then open. It was already named correctly. And I'm going to click off of there. That's just a box telling you what your layers are. And I click the overlay again, then my computer, and then there's that fancy question mark, and I open it, and see, it's transparent. There's no white box, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to show you both ways. So that's the question mark I want. It's transparent. But when you do that in Google, when you click tools and then you know, color, and then you click transparent, sometimes it brings it up, sometimes it doesn't. But here's how to get rid of that white box. I'm going to push eraser, and then I'm going to make the eraser pretty big, and it's a round circle. And then I'm just going to click on it around that question mark. And it kind of leaves a little bit of a fuzzy edge, and if you work on it really, you know, slowly and carefully, you can get most of that gone. But I'm going really quick just so I can show you. And then I'm going to go around that whole question mark and get rid of all the white. That's why it's better to find a transparent image if you want a transparent image, but sometimes it's not possible. But I don't know why when you click transparent image, why the other ones show up too. But most of them are transparent. It's better than clicking on all of them to figure out which ones are. But I'm just gonna go around, and like I said, I picked the biggest eraser that I can work with. That gives me a nice result. And you can play around with this. I'm just showing you the basics. And then I shrink the eraser so I can get in between the little question mark dot. And there, that's going to be good enough. I'm not going to go crazy here. And then I'm just softening up some of the edges a little bit. And depending on how big your image is, this can take a while. And I'm going to put that question mark over there. But I want to show you, you can make it bigger by, going to the corners. And I want to bring that to the front. So I right click on it, and then this menu comes up, and there's different things you can pick. And see that I'm just showing you all the different things. And I brought that fancy question mark to the front. And now once that's done, I want to add text. So I click that little letter icon, and then the text will come up. And the bigger the better, because people read these thumbnails on mobile devices, so you need as big as you can get. And the ones with the crowns are the ones that you have to pay for. But I'm going to pick that ultra text, and then I click add text, and I want a dark color. I don't want it pink. I found that dark colors on lighter background show up the best. And then I'm going to click to the middle, so it types in the middle of that box. And I click on the box, and then I'm going to type my words. And I just keep typing until I get the sentence that I want. And how to create a thumbnail. And then I want to make this bigger. And I clicked out of that box. I don't know why. But you got to kind of move that box around to get it out of your way. And then I just grab onto the corners and make it as big as I want. And like I said, the bigger the better, because you have to remember, when people are watching YouTube, 90% of it is on mobile devices. It's not, people aren't watching on their computer, they're watching on their phones. And then once I get that, I'm going to click that butterfly again, and that's an overlay because I want an arrow. So I'm going to find the arrows, and I click on that. It doesn't, some of them have crowns, but these basic ones are free. So I pick an arrow, I put it where I want it, and I'm going to change the color. I'm just going to see what shows up nice and bright. And then I can turn the arrow to where I want it. There, I'm going to pick that yellow, and then I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I decide that's too big, so I'm going to move it and shrink it a little bit, and I just fiddle with it. And there we go. That's what I wanted. And this is how to create a thumbnail. But once you get the I'm trying to see what colors I like for the words. But once you get in here and you start playing around, you'll figure out a lot of things, like the frames, and then the textures are neat. I'm not showing you any of that in this video. You'll have to play around with it yourself. And I'm going to make those words bigger. I guess I picked dark blue. And then once I'm done with that, I want to click save up at the top. And then it brings up this window, and then I'm going to name it something so I can find it. Because I've lost some of my some of my creations before, and I can't remember what I named it now. But then I want to make sure the size is right. Then I click save to my computer, and I save it to my desktop, and then I click open there, or save. and then it tells me that my masterpiece has been saved. But that is how I create my thumbnails, and I'm just checking that it's on my desktop, and it is. So I hope this helps you create some awesome thumbnails, and thanks for watching. Bye.